Hello again. Predictably enough, demands are now being made in this country to admit lots of refugees and asylum seekers from the conflict in the Middle East. It is perhaps unfortunate that this appeal should come the day after the first batch of over 3,000 Afghan refugees landed in Britain, people being thrown out of Pakistan, whom this country has decided to fly here and to whom they are now going to offer homes. In Scotland, the calls to admit refugees from Gaza are predictably strident because, of course, the First Minister of that country is Muslim, and not only that, he's married to a Palestinian. But there are also demands being made by the usual suspects in England too to open the gates and let more Muslim asylum seekers in. We might perhaps pause for a moment and consider first why Pakistan is chucking out all those Afghans. For one thing, Afghans have been responsible for 14 suicide bombing attacks on the Pakistan army and police so far this year, as well as being responsible for a good deal of crime and disorder. Pakistan have had enough, which is why they're chucking them out. So we welcome them to Britain. Much the same thing will happen if we start allowing in large numbers of Palestinian refugees to this country. There is a reason that Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon, that is to say the countries neighbouring Israel, are refusing to accept a single refugee, and that is because both Jordan and Lebanon have in the past been plunged into civil wars when they've taken in a lot of Palestinians. If we allow substantial numbers here, then Hamas will soon be operating in this country as well. I found it amusingly ironic that the main cheerleader in Britain at the moment for allowing all those Palestinians to come here is the executive director of the Refugee Council, a man called Enver Solomon. This is funny because there are quite a few people on the internet who think that Jews are the driving force behind immigration to Europe and that the whole thing is a plot taken straight from the protocols of the Elders of Zion. To find somebody called Solomon calling for loads of people from the Middle East to be invited to come and live in this country is funny and plays well to that particular idea. There's nothing sinister about it, though. There is a particular trend among certain middle-class Jews in Britain to be vehemently opposed to Zionism and militantly in favour of the Palestinian cause. You will have seen such types in the news lately. Think Miriam Margolis, for example. I'm bound to say that I think that inviting a bunch of Palestinians into Britain in this way would be a terrible idea. I can guarantee that among any genuine refugees would be many terrorists who would become sleepers in this country, ready to take up arms on behalf of militant Islam when the time was right.